it is really, for me, it is deeply. I don't know how to even what word to use even. If you notice, if you people have been following the Europe's reaction to the invasion of Ukraine, um, isn't it striking? Leave alone the thing that I mentioned in the khutbah, the disparity between the way the world reacted to the invasion of Iraq compared to the invasion of Ukraine. But even putting that aside, um, it is extremely disheartening that Europe's reaction to the invasion of Ukraine is many times stronger and more profound than the Muslim world's reaction to the annexation of Jerusalem and the Aqsa Mosque. I mean, if you want positive proof of a deep ailment in our soul, if you want positive proof that our very relationship to our faith, our religion, our Islam, our history, our identity, even our very relationship to our souls, the very spirit that animates our lives. If you want positive proof that there is a very deep, deep flaw that must be addressed at a radical, revolutionary level, it's that. Look at the amount of internalized empathy that white people in the West have towards fellow Ukrainians under siege, and rightly so. But compare that to the Muslim reaction to the plight of fellow Muslims, whether in Burma or China or India, and the one that takes the cake of them all is Jerusalem, Al-Aqsa, Quds. It is mind-blowing. If people who do not respect themselves will not be respected by others. It is a truism. It is an absolute truth. You have no chance of being dignified or honored by the other if you do not honor and dignify the self. And it is not a matter of words. It's a matter of demonstrative actions. Do you honor yourself in the way that you react to the world? When you are robbed an essential part of the pulsing heart of your history, Jerusalem is at the core of the soul of the Near Eastern people before Islam. There was always a conflict over Jerusalem between the Romanized world and the Near Eastern world, the darker skinned people. And then in Islam was the actual liberation of Jerusalem and the settling of Jerusalem in its proper Near Eastern context. Jesus was a Semite. As all the prophets, the Abrahamic prophets, were Semites. And Jerusalem is a Semitic city among a Semitic people, and all of that was embodied in its liberated form with the Islamic civilization. And so, throughout Islamic history, the barometer of the well being of the Islamic Ummah was Jerusalem. Interestingly, I mean, Mecca and Medina was rarely reached by invaders, but it was Jerusalem that was constantly the barometer. And it shocked the non Muslim world the level of apathy. I can tell you that even among human rights activists, the level of apathy that exists among Muslims towards their fellow Muslims, the suffering of their fellow Muslims, shocks even human rights activists. I mean, I can see it in their eyes. I can see it in the way they dance around me, and you know, they take take, what is that word? What is that expression? Tiptoe around me. It's like it's as if they want to ask me, what is wrong with you people? Why don't you care about your own people? I mean, they'll make comments about how surprised they are that, oh, well, Muslims don't seem very interested in this and don't seem very interested in that, and they don't seem very interested in this. And especially now that everyone is waiting for the genocide that will explode in India against Muslims. And the entire human rights community is actively trying to sound the alarm that genocide is not an event. Genocide is a process. Every genocide that has taken place was predictable. You don't wake up one day and there's a genocide. A genocide is a process that develops. And so the genocide, every genocide from Rwanda, Bosnia, Myanmar, China, every genocide, you could trace the developments. And in every genocide, there were those publicists or scholars, if you will, or activists that were saying this is going to happen. And then it happens. And so the talk of all human rights communities now is the genocide that will explode in India. But also, like everyone, just say, we of course they a lot of them are many of them are Jewish, so they say, we're pleasantly surprised how easily Muslims accept the annexation of Jerusalem, but we're sort of, don't really understand why Muslims are not even interested in getting involved about this disaster that's about to unfold yet on another Muslim population. And of course, what I don't tell them is it's all connected. The minute we stopped caring about Palestinians and the minute we stopped caring about Jerusalem, we stopped caring about ourselves. We stopped caring about our souls and our very dignity. We stopped caring about our history. We stopped caring about our religion. We stopped caring about our God. Don't kid yourself. We don't care about our God. We don't care about Allah. That is the harsh truth. We don't. As much as we pretend we do, but we don't.